Hi! Okay, so let's talk contour today. Our faces have natural shapes and are different sizes, and so the purpose of contouring is really to chisel out those features that we really want to enhance. So we highlight and contour because our faces are three-dimensional, and we really want to highlight and push back those different features. So the purpose of contour is to create a shadow. It really gives you out those chiseled cheeks. It can create a smaller forehead and give you shadows along your nose to really make it a little bit thinner. So that's why we contour. It really gives you those that feminine look. So I'm going to go through the placement of contour. You can grab one or two brushes. I like to use this brush. And I like this side for application and this side for blending. So the first thing we're going to do is we'll grab our highlight and contour, and then I just do a little spot. So when we're highlighting or when we're contouring our cheeks, we like to find our bone, your cheekbone. You can feel it right here, and then you can feel just underneath it there's a small little hollow. And that's where we're going to place the contour on both sides. One thing that we want to do as we are bringing it in is you can almost give a smile and know that we want to avoid our marionette lines, or also known as our laugh lines. Because once you kind of get into that area, then it starts to look a little dirty and it doesn't give you that nice, sharp, clean, contoured chisel look right underneath your cheekbones. So I just draw a line right along that underbone there, and you can, even if you wanted to, you could use this side and you could place it by pushing up into it, and that way you know you're getting into the right spot. And then I like to just do just a small little hook to really kind of carve out that pretty cheekbone. I'm going to do the other side, so same thing. We just grab it and you feel for your cheekbone, and you could just dab right along it and then give it that little hook to give yourself a really pretty cheek. Oh, that was a little much. The nice thing about creams is that you can really blend it out and it's going to look so much better. And then the next thing is our foreheads. So for our foreheads, depending on the shape of your forehead will depend on how you place your contour. So if you are a little bit more oval shape, more like myself, then you're just gonna go straight across. I just like to draw a line straight across, and then don't worry, I will blend this out. But if you're a little bit more round or a little bit more full face, then you might just want to almost make it like a little heart and just kind of do just the outsides, and then that'll create that a little bit more narrow forehead. So that's exactly the whole point of contour, is really creating those shadows to get the look that you want for your face. So the next area is right underneath that jawbone, and this really gives you that definition and creates that shadow underneath. So it really gives you that separation between your jaw and your neck. If you didn't have as much space, then you might want to, you could draw it here and then bring it in just a little bit if you have a little bit more skin here, and then that will create that shadow to really define that neckline. So like I said, it's all about placement and really about creating those shadows that you want to almost push back, and then you will use your highlight, which I've already applied, to the areas that you really want to push forward and highlight. So then next for your nose, so those are the two, so that's one, we go right under our cheekbone, right up on our forehead, and then right under our jaws. And then just always make sure when you do your jaw to blend it out, which I'm gonna do because otherwise I'll forget. Okay, so the next is your nose. So depending on the shape of your nose, you may or may not want or feel like you need to contour. My nose isn't like super wide or anything like that, but it's not narrow, so I definitely can add a little bit of contour on the outside of the nose, and then if you had a little bit more of a rounder tip, then you can add a little shadow right underneath here, kind of, I don't want you to look in my nose, but kind of right under here to bring it around and kind of make like a U shape, and that'll kind of narrow that out, which I actually do. And I use my finger for this just because I feel like I get a little bit more control with the placement, and it looks really dark, which it is. So I'm just gonna go like this and bring it right over on this side, and then bring that shadow down. And then I'm just gonna, like I said, grab this side of my brush and just start blending, blending, blending. And so that is the basics of contouring. If you have any questions, I'll put my information below and you can send them my way. If you like this type of video, please subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more tutorials on highlighting and contouring and using cream foundations, all with mascara beauty. So thanks guys.